Greetings, soul beings. It's Shelly Bean. I hope you guys are doing well. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you guys so much. So I'm glad to be back after having an unexpected time of fallback and rest, but it was what I needed. And I always am a big advocate of that, of fallback, falling back and resting and just stepping back and chilling out for a while, especially when your body is telling you to, especially for those of us who do the kind of work that we do, whether it's energy work, channeling, if you're an oracle, empath, and just very extra sensitive to the environment and just the world around you. All right. So, but in any case, let's get to your reading. This is going to be for Taurus Collective, Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. This is just a message from Divine Source and Universe regarding your soul's growth and evolution. So there are just a few messages Divine Source Creator wants to give to you regarding, I guess, your progress, regarding your soul's evolution. All right. So, and some of these messages will probably also be confirmations for you as well. All right, so let's get your message going, Taurus. And as always, guys, please hit that thumbs up like button if you haven't already. Don't forget to share and subscribe as well if you are not sharing or subscribing. Also, if you need a personal reading from me for your specific situations, my information is always in the description area below. All right, so Taurus, let's see what Divine Source wants to say to you regarding your soul's evolution. I have a second message for Taurus Collective, Divine Spirit, regarding Taurus's soul growth and evolution. What's the third message from this deck for Taurus Collective? All right. And at the bottom, we have rejection, lost, and fragmented. Okay. So it's interesting because I do feel like it coincides with a couple of these cards here that came out. Hold on. Let me put this. Hopefully you can see that, Taurus. But anyway, we have detachment that came out, cold and detached. We have higher self-activation. Then we have regret and repression. So this is interesting because I'm already kind of getting like a mixed bag here, meaning I feel like this detached, cold energy and regret and repression energies are one and the same. However, I do feel like this could be your energy, Taurus. Okay, so for a few of you, I feel like the energy is coming from some of you Tauruses. And then I feel like for some of you guys, it's someone who you're connected to. So it's like some of the energy that I'm getting from this, I feel belongs to you, Taurus. And then there's a group of you guys where this energy is someone who you're connected to. Okay, so some of you guys also could be mirroring each other. So this is definitely connected to a connection, a relationship. But then we have higher self-activation. This is definitely you, Taurus. This is all you. The higher self activation. This is very similar. I feel like this is already a deja vu kind of reading because I feel like I feel like I'm tapping into the energy or reading that I also just gave Libra. So I don't know if you guys are connected to a Libra. Maybe you, Taurus, have some Libra placements in your natal chart, or your person that you're connected to doesn't have to be a Libra. That doesn't have to be their sun sign, but maybe they have strong Libra placements. But I'm already getting this energy or this feeling that it somehow resonates with some of what I just read for Libra, where your higher self is wanting to push through. Your soul is needing something different, something more than what you are currently getting in this particular connection. And again, at the bottom of this deck, we have rejection, loss, and fragmented. So fragmented means someone who's not in alignment with themselves, who might be misaligned with themselves on an energetic level. And, oftentimes we can be misaligned with ourselves energetically. We could, our chakras could be misaligned. We could be spiritually misaligned. Misalignment or imbalance in some way definitely can be caused by different things. And one of the things that is more common than not is being in a connection with someone who could possibly be misaligned with your purpose, or misaligned with where you are in your life, or misaligned with where your soul is trying to get you to go. Because we can pretend all day, every day, and try to ignore certain things that the universe or divine source is trying to tell us, or even our soul is trying to tell us. But at the end of the day, we won't win, because whatever our soul wants to do, whatever our soul is trying to guide us to do, eventually we're going to have to pay attention and listen, no matter how much we may be trying to fight it, or in a lot of ways we, unconsciously we might be resisting, or just, we can't ignore what our soul wants for us. So this could be a connection where, again, there's like a group of you guys, maybe a small group, where you're in a connection where you two are mirroring each other in terms of being maybe detached, cold, maybe stubborn too. I feel an energy of being very stubborn, somebody not wanting to give in. And then this regret and repression, just having regrets, maybe sadness. Someone not wanting to surrender to what the actual nature or status of the connection is. Maybe you both are in that energy of not wanting to surrender to each other. But there's definitely your higher self, Taurus, that's calling for you to recognize something about this connection. And what I feel is that your soul is wanting to continue to grow in a different area and in a different way, but this connection may be creating a blockage for your soul's evolution and for what your soul wants you to do and what you're meant to do, and in a direction that you're meant to go. So yes, this is very much mimicking the reading that I just gave Libra. So I don't know, again, maybe some of you guys are connected to a Libra, or just someone who has Libra attributes, you know, that air sign attribute of moving and operating mostly from logic, maybe even overanalyzing, very intellectual, very communicative, but maybe not so much these days with the detachment and being cold. Someone giving off that very cold energy, and if it's a zodiac sign that knows how to be cold and detached, it's definitely air signs. You know, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. They can definitely be cold and detached. So when they want to. So I hope that makes some kind of sense to someone. I know that's not going to be a lot of you guys. I kind of do feel like, just like with Libra's message, I kind of feel like this is very specific for someone. But let's check in with Archangel Michael at this time to see what message he has for you. Holy Archangel Michael, what message do you have for Libra Collective regarding their soul's growth and evolution? Please and thank you. If the decisions card comes out, I'm going to lose it. Okay, what's the second message? Holy Archangel Michael. Damn, this Mercury retrograde. What message do you have for Libra Collective at this time? Holy Archangel Michael, please and thank you. Okay, so we have 21, card number 21, which that number could be significant to you, which also reduces to 3. So 21 and or 3 could be relevant. It says, open up to your spiritual gifts. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. Your soul's growth, your soul's evolution. Come through, Spirit. Come through, Archangel Michael. Thank you. So, open up to your spiritual gifts. Archangel Michael is saying, this is part of your higher self activation. Activating your higher self is tapping into your spiritual gifts. Maybe there's some gifts that you know you have that maybe you're afraid to tap into. Maybe you've been reluctant to tap into. Maybe you've been even discouraged from tapping into. Maybe someone around you has said something or done something to make you feel like you shouldn't tap into your spiritual gifts. Okay, for some reason I'm getting that, but you have an advocate here. Archangel Michael is one of your advocates. It's just one of your advocates, a huge, strong advocate, but definitely one of your advocates, and saying, open up to your spiritual gifts. Don't run from it, Libra. If that is something that you feel you're a bit reluctant to do. And then we have card number 6. So 6 could be relevant as well. Wait a minute. Did I just call you guys Libra? I'm sorry, Taurus. I know this is a Taurus reading, but I think I just called you guys Libra. If I did, my apologies. See, I don't know. I feel like Libra is somehow heavily connected to this reading or to you guys in some way. Anyway, Taurus, be mindful in open up to your spiritual gifts, okay? And card number 6, so number 6 could be relevant to you guys. It says, be the real you. Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. Did I just not mention that? Thank you, Archangel Michael, for confirmation. I just said that you guys could be around someone or have someone in your circle, someone that you know that may have said or done something, or just you may be in an environment where you may not feel safe enough to express yourself, your authentic self, which is part of your spiritual gifts. Your having your spiritual gifts and expressing yourself through your spiritual gifts is part of being your authentic self. And so some of you might be reluctant, Taurus, to dive into that because of the people around you or someone around you. All right. So I like that. Thank you for coming through, Archangel Michael. And at the bottom, I was called to this Card number 10, which 10 could be relevant, also reduces to number 1. So 10 or 1. It says, don't settle for less. You are a child of the divine and you deserve to have your dreams come true. Don't give up. So your higher self wants to come through. There's more to your higher self than what you know. And there's more to yourself than what you know. There's more gifts that you have, Taurus, that need to be explored. And that divine source is encouraging you to explore. All right. Just saying. But you know, we all have free will, but these are the messages that are coming out for you. So let's get another message. All right. Holy Divine Spirit, what other messages do you have for Taurus Collective and for their soul's growth and evolution? Please and thank you. Releasing. Card number 5. 5 could be relevant for you in some way. So you guys are going to ultimately be releasing whatever it is, you know, whatever it is that is preventing you guys from going to the next level or going to the next ascension level. It could be a connection that you have with someone. Again, before when I said earlier that you guys have some type of attachment or connection to someone where the state of your connection is causing a blockage. Okay, it's causing a blockage. It's preventing some of you guys from tapping into a higher level of yourself and tapping into a spiritual gift that wants to be expressed. So I think I told Libra, because again, you and Libra's readings are very, very similar, that we create all kinds of blockages, even through, most commonly through our connections with people, even, you know, especially like romantic connections. But ultimately, you guys are going to be releasing. You're being encouraged to release, and you are going to be releasing. And allow that releasing to just happen naturally is what I'm hearing. There's no need to force it, but open yourself up to releasing those things that are keeping you spiritually stagnant, spiritually blocked. All right. So let's get a message from your ancestors. All right. Holy Divine Spirit, holy ancestors of Taurus Collective, what messages do you have for Taurus at this time? Please and thank you regarding Taurus's soul's growth and evolution. Holy ancestors for Taurus collection, for Taurus collection, for Taurus Collective, what messages do you have for Taurus at this time regarding soul's growth and evolution? Who else got this card? Did Capricorn get this card? I can't remember. But anyway, you got snake, shed old skin. And releasing is part of doing that. You know, when a snake sheds skin, they're shedding their old skin. They're shedding and releasing what's old. Okay. And so shedding your old skin and releasing go hand in hand. It's just being reiterated, Taurus, that even from your ancestors, yes, there is a need to release and to shed old skin. And that could also be shedding a mindset, shedding and releasing a mindset, an old belief system, a conditioning that you brought up. And this probably is, I think, for a couple of you or a few of you, surrounding, you know, dabbling or delving into your spiritual gifts. You may have grown up around maybe a very religious family or environment where you were taught that that was evil, that was demonic, that was not godlike, that was, you know, that it was the worst thing under the sun. So, but it's so part of the releasing and shedding old skin is getting rid of those old belief systems, those old programmings that we all have been programmed to believe, you know? So your ancestors are also your advocates and also your cheerleaders, okay? And they are 1000% behind you as well and saying, yes, this is what you need to know at this time. And your ancestors are, you know, 10 toes down for you, Taurus, in case you were wondering. But I like this reading. I mean, for this reading to be very similar to Taurus is just, I've had some readings, of course, from time to time where I get some of the same similar messages, but this one is almost like a carbon copy of what I just read for Libra. So that's why I'm asking, like, you guys, let me know in comment section if you guys have heavy Libra placements, or if your person that you're connected to is Libra or has heavy Libra placements or something. Or just like I said, they don't have to be a Libra, but they could have they could have a lot of Libra attributes, okay? But before we go, I do have a tarot deck here. And so far, I've done this for every sign. I've checked in to see whether or not I need to pull a tarot message for you guys. But I've done this. I've checked in with my pendulum. So I'm going to do that for you now, Taurus. All right. Holy Divine Spirit, Divine Pendulum. Does Taurus collective need a tarot message at this time? No. Clear no. So far, every time I checked, Divine Spirit is saying there's no need to check in with the tarot for this. So with that being said, guys, these are your messages. I hope that they resonated and that you found them helpful. As always, it's a pleasure to do your reading for you, Taurus. And until the next upload, be well and be at peace. Ashe.